One of the things that I absolutely adore about the Andy Griffith Show is the relationship of widower Sheriff Andy Taylor with his son Opie. Over the course of the show's 8 seasons, we really got to know this father-son duo and learn a lot from them. The thing that made these two so darn enjoyable was that while Andy did most of the teaching and Ope did the bulk of the learning, every now and again the tables were turned. A great example of that is the Season 3 premiere episode of the series titled Mr. McBeevy, where Andy learned a valuable lesson about trust and listening to all voices, no matter how young or how ludicrous some of the things being said may seem. So while Andy Griffith may have relished the opportunity to be something of a father figure to Ron Howard, who played Opie on the series, according to Andy himself, Ron didn't quite see him that way. Prior to his death, Andy had been quoted as saying, "Ronnie never considered me a father figure. He considered me his friend." So maybe that father-son relationship was just acting, but truthfully, I think Ron Howard saw him as both a father figure and a friend. Ron has often mentioned that after his actual parents, Andy had a huge impact on his life. While working on the Andy Griffith Show, he soaked up all of the knowledge that he could from those around him. Andy taught him about hard work, collaboration, and taking ownership of your art. Additionally, Ron learned that hard work and having a good time didn't have to be mutually exclusive. Ron talked to the Archive of American Television before Andy Griffith's death in 2010, and he said a number of really interesting things. First and foremost, he called Andy a natural entertainer and said that he was the foundation upon which the Andy Griffith Show was built. Ron also said that Andy was a natural leader, albeit an informal one, because he wasn't acting as a producer or writer on the series. Ron also shared a really important lesson that Andy taught him about working in film and television. According to Ron, Andy set the tone on the set of their show, and that tone was a playful one when the time was right, when it was appropriate to be having fun. But when it was time to make the show, to get everything just right, to make sure that the jokes landed, that the scenes were funny, well, that was serious business. Ron said that he gained from Andy a sense that it all could be a lot of fun, but there was also a responsibility to get the job done. I don't know, just revisiting Ron's comments again, I get it. He already had a dad, and a dang good one. But if those aren't the lessons of a father figure, well, I don't know what is. Andy Griffith was a special human being. He wasn't perfect, no way. He had flaws a mile long, and during his later years he could be a crotchety old cuss. However, this was a man who remained humble and never forgot where he came from. Andy loved Mount Airy, and quite frankly, the wonderful little town that served as the inspiration for Mayberry loved him right back. To this day, the folks there talk about Andy Griffith and the positive impact he had on them and their town. In a way, you could say he was a father figure for that entire town. Alright, enough yapping. Please share your memories in the comments section. While you're at it, I would appreciate a thumbs up and maybe even consider subscribing to the channel. I talk about music, movies, and mostly TV from decades gone by. You know, the good stuff. But most importantly, and as always, thank you so much for watching.